Broadband access and service delivery has been a key issue as the world keeps connected during the coronavirus pandemic. One of the organisations playing its part has been the Broadband Forum, which has a new managing director in Ken Coe, who joins me now. Ken, taking the reins at such an important time for society generally as we change the way we work and play, has seen tremendous pressure on broadband. What's been the role of the forum and how will it develop over the coming years?
That is an excellent question. And I think we all have a renewed appreciation of just how important fast and reliable internet access is as we're all dealing with this global pandemic. From home working, homeschooling, we're relying more strongly on broadband for social interaction and remote care. And it's forming the basis of our entertainment as we're homebound too. And I think that broadband service providers have really proven that they've stepped up to the plate. They're much more than just a utility provider, as we've seen in this. They're providing full services with management of devices in the home, management of performance. And the Broadband Forum's responsibility in all this is to offer open standards that are truly deployable and interoperable and vendor neutral to enable these service providers to deploy what they're doing, both practically and at the fastest feasible time to market. And to support that, we're working with all of our members to meet consumer and business demands with our open standards and our open software. With regards to our role in just a bit more detail, the pandemic has placed huge demands on broadband and internet access. And what this really has meant is that there's been a new recognition and a new emphasis and velocity in many of the things that have already been in progress at the forum. Remote and increasingly sophisticated self-care tools for service management and for installation. We've seen more intelligence moving to software-defined networks, to artificial intelligence, and to service and network optimization. We're seeing carrier-grade quality of experience mechanisms within the broadband network infrastructure and within the Wi-Fi enabled home or business. And finally, we are seeing a lot of emphasis in solving the digital divide with as ubiquitous range of connectivity options as possible over multiple media, with fiber to the home, fiber to the multiple points in the network, 5G, fixed wireless, G-Fast and new copper alternatives. There's quite a range of access technologies.
Away from COVID, what are the key trends and issues for the Broadband Forum, in the near future?
We're seeing a number of different trends as we look across the broadband and telco ecosystem. First off, a large trend for the connected home and business user is the multiplicity of devices that we're seeing at the customer premises. And we've got a long history of serving and managing premises devices with TRO 69 and USP, next generation for device management, is really proving to be a worthy successor and is taking off quickly, becoming a key component in managing both devices and services within the premises. Another trend is access transformation. Obviously, bigger and faster connectivity is no longer enough. And we're seeing a demand for techniques to assure quality of experience across the network and into the home or business. And we've got a number of techniques, including QED and IP layer performance measurement techniques that are taking a leading role here. We're seeing increasing, obviously, 5G rollouts, and there is a massive amount of investment occurring in wireless and wireline convergence. And this is taking place at multiple points in the network, at the access point, at the network edge, and in the core. Regarding SDN and NFV, We're seeing operators evolving at different speeds, some of them taking a truly revolutionary approach to it. And what we're seeing is work that we're doing in the cloud CO with distributed software driven access and architectures is proving to be a blueprint for that area of the broadband ecosystem. But ultimately, it's the pairing of the open standards work we've done with the open software work that we're also doing that is adding a lot of value to the industry across the board for both members and non-members and for service providers, large and small.
Ken, while you're the new managing director, you have several years of experience with the forum. Just tell us a little bit about some of the areas you've worked in previously and actually what the scope of the new role is.
Well, I've been doing standards work for a long time as a member delegate from several different companies, starting with the ITU and other standards organizations at the physical layer, way back when we were doing dial-up modems and then broadband modems, and expanding into broadband network architectures, protocols, performance characterization. So I've been doing this work for a while, and I've also been involved in a fairly broad range of work areas, and I think that experience helps in my new role, even though I'm no longer a member representative directly representing a specific viewpoint. I know a lot about the subject areas that are being progressed, and I've lived the standards mindset, if you will, where to make progress, you need to build relationships with members from other companies that you're competing with fiercely in the industry, but you're also building goodwill and developing a certain, a level of trust with those competitors to get to the point where you can come to a consensus on difficult topics. It's an interesting standards mindset that is a little bit outside of the normal engineering development mindset. Finally, I've worked in broadband forum leadership positions as a work area director, a project stream lead, and also as a member of the board. So I'm very familiar with both the forum's leadership structure and with the people, and I've got great respect for the people running the forum, and that made it a real pleasure coming on board. Finally, as managing director, I'm working very closely with Craig Thomas. The two of us are forming a team to lead the forum. I'm responsible for the day-to-day business of the forum, and I interact closely with the technical committee in that respect. Craig's responsible for marketing and business development, and we really team up with regard to strategic responsibilities, to where Craig is bringing his business development and marketing expertise to developing and executing strategy for the forum, and I'm contributing my technology expertise to the same area. And that complementary set of strengths that we both bring to the table really makes us a great team, and it's been a real pleasure working with Craig and moving forward on this, and I look forward to continuing that work.
Well, Ken, congratulations on the new role, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Brian.